Greeting from SEMS. A very good evening to everyone present here. I, Anas, extend a warm welcome to each one of you to today's knowledge session on goal setting. Whether personal or professional, setting the right goal give our effort, direction, meaning, and momentum. Goals are the GPS of our lives. Without them, we may keep moving, but sure where we are heading. Today, we will dive into why goal settings matters, how to do it efficiently, and what separates those who achieve from those who only plan. A brief over goal settings. What is goal setting? Goal setting is the process of identifying something you want to accomplish and establish measurable objective and the timeline to achieve it. It is important because it gives us clarity and purpose. It keeps us motivated and focused. It enhances productivity and time management, and it helps to track progress and growth. By turning intention into smart goal, we turn dreams into plans and plans into achievements. Now about SEMS Welfare Foundation. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a registered non-profit organization making a strong social impact through education, skill development, and entrepreneurship. Through our flagship initiative, Digi Saksham, we have empowered over 6,000 individuals with job ready training in IT, finance, retail, and more. We are also engaged in transformative projects like upskill inmates in Haryana jail and helping over 1,500 individuals secure employment through partnership with banks. SEMS continues to inspire change, promote youth development, and champion women's leadership. DigiSamak is a future forward company focused on empowering business through technology and data. From IT and software to analytics, research, consultancy, and marketing, DigiSamak delivers a comprehensive business solution tailored to modern challenges. SEM's web solution is a committed to reshaping success through services in staffing, skilling, advisory, and admissions. With a bold vision of bright talent, technology, and education gap, SEM's webs turns obstacle into opportunities and vision into achievement. Now our speaker, Mr. Neeraj Kumar. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Neeraj Kumar, a seasoned professional with over 16 years of experience in soft skills, digital marketing, project management, and personality development. He has worked with numerous university institutions, corporates, designing impactful training programs tailored to individual needs. This session focus on key areas like communication, leadership, teamwork, and problem solving using engaging methods such as role play and case study. In addition to soft skills, he brings strong expertise in SEO, display advertising, and Six Sigma project methodologies. Passionate about helping people with their full potential, Mr. Neeraj blend experience, empathy, and energy into every session. And we are thrilled to learn from him today on the topic goal setting. Over to you, Neeraj.
Thank you, Anas. Am I audible, guys? Am I? Oh,
Yes, sir.
thank you. So, thank you so much, Anas. You have given a wonderful introduction of mine. I'm really very feeling good about this. And coming back to the same foundation that has again given me the opportunity to be as a speaker, and it's really great privilege of mine. Me talking about certain topic to the people who have joined, and it's really very going to be very interesting. I would try my level best to come out with certain insights which I have gained in my career. Not only the theoretical aspects, I'll share some of the practical aspects, some of my own story that how it has transformed me to be a leader, to be a kind of coach, a trainer, and goal setting is one of the interesting topic which I would love to talk about. I hope when you asked me about the topic, then I told you like, okay, this goal setting would be very interesting to talk about. Then you also agreed because these days people not people, I should say, the students, especially, they do not have a clarity sometime when it comes to goal setting, and it is going to be. So, shall I start my session, or can I share the screen, Anash?
Yes, sir.
Is it like do I like can I share the screen? I have
Yes,
made
sir.
one small PPT. It's a mixture of goal setting and then habit formation. Okay, so I'll be just running that. Let me just go through it. Okay, I'm sharing the screen, guys. So, guys, in between, if you have any queries, you can intervene at any time. So I may not be able to see the message. So Anash and Mahi will help us out to take your questions, and they will ask the questions on your behalf. If you have any queries in between, please don't hesitate to interrupt in between by texting message here in the chat box. Is it okay, Anash? I told you on your behalf. Is it okay? No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So let's talk about goal setting first. Okay. And what I'll do, I'll give you one example. Okay, guys, and that will make you understand that how goal setting can be understood. First of all, let's have this example. Okay, what happened? I have been talking about goal setting for a long time. So I had to talk about something related with not only goal setting, I had to talk about something related with brand building. Okay, personal brand building. Then I asked my students, okay, guys, let's understand what exactly would be looking from your personal brand. You need to understand that. Okay. Then I thought of telling them about the goal setting. Then I asked them in a very different way. I asked them the question, and the question was very simple, guys. Simple question I asked. I just started asking to my all students in front of the class only. I asked like this question is for each one of you, that where you want to see yourself after 5 years. And surprisingly, students started looking at me. Okay, and none of them had a clear answer. I had realized it. I could really sense that they were not able to understand it. But some of the students, because I had to take their answers, I have to be more interactive. So I started pointing them. I just said, okay, you stand and tell me what exactly is your main goal. Where you want to see. I didn't ask about goal. Just asked where you want to see yourself after 5 years. Then one student said, I want to be the CEO of the company. Okay. I asked which company you're talking about. So he was not clear about that. Then I asked one more student. He said, I want to be a solo traveler after 5 years. So I said, solo traveler, is it your personal goal or is it a career goal? So he was not clear about that. Then I shared, guys, I have been asking about your career goal. You need to know why you're here in front of me attending the session, why you're doing this course, why you're here. You need to know the existence of your own being here. Sorry for being very straight to, I told them, but I need a proper answer. I need your answer. It's not like I am interested in knowing your personal goal. You can have your personal goal. It's okay. But here I'm asking about your career goal. What exactly you are doing right now? He said, I'm doing MC. So why you are doing MC? What is the reason of doing MC? What after MC you will do? You will be a solo traveler. Yes, sir, I want to be. But how? How you will achieve that particular goal? That is your personal goal. After certain years of your experience, you would like to go for a solo ride or maybe some with someone else, whatever. That is your personal goal. Don't tell me about your personal goal. Tell me about your career goal. Then the person who gave me the answer of I want to be the CEO of the company. Then I asked, like, what exactly you are looking for? Which company you're looking for? Is it possible to be a CEO of Tesla? I literally said so. Is it possible to be a CEO of a company called Google or Amazon or any big 20 companies of the world? Then he said no. Is it possible? No. Then I said, you have to be very, very specific when it comes to designing or deciding a goal. And that's where they need to understand. Then I realized and understood the students, most of the students, they didn't have proper planning, proper understanding about goal setting. That's where we do talk about goal setting. Those students were doing MCA. So I clearly told them, you guys are an MCA student. You people are now in your PG. You have done your UG. If you would have been a first semester engineering student or first semester BBA or BCom or any UG course, then I could have accepted this answer. But you guys are a PG student. But still at that level also, I knew and I told them directly, 80 to 90% of you guys are still not clear about your goal. I know some of you who may have joined today also, they may be also thinking like that. I do not know. Sir is asking about 5 years, 10 years. And then I really don't know exactly what I'm going to do after 1 year. So that's where the goal setting is supposed to be understood very well from the beginning itself. And that's where you need to also understand what is the aim, what is aim and what is goal set. What is the difference between these two? Your aim can be something else. Aim can be like, I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this position. But your goal setting, it's a streamlined difference between goal setting and aim. Aim can be something, a kind of bullseye which you have to achieve and you have to reach to your target. Goal setting makes you aware about what are the process that you are going to do for getting that position. And literally, guys, that's why I asked them, where you want to see yourself after 5 years, after 10 years. I wanted people to, I really want people and student to understand and have a clarity from the beginning. There is one thing that you cannot do, that you cannot go back to your past and do something. Okay. You cannot go back and do certain changes. Like sometime, just wait for a while. Sorry for the intro. So what I was talking about, the what happens sometimes. Most of the students will struggle with this kind of mindset. Okay, that they landed to one particular campus. Whatever may be the reason may be family pressure. Reason may be they also wanted to because of their friends did, and they wanted to admit themselves into this college because that person is here, and lots of other influence which may have come into their mind, and they may have come to the campus. Most of the students, when they come to the first year engineering or any stream, they are not having clarity, and sometimes they still struggle for almost 1.5 years to find out what exactly they are doing. So that's why we start building the concept of goal setting from the beginning itself, that you need to understand the process of designing your goal setting. That's what goal setting is all about. Goal setting talks about the process. Aim, I want to achieve this position. I want to be the CEO of the company. I want to be I want to reach out to a very senior position 5 years down the line. So I asked my students 5 years down the line, they said they were supposed to be saying something which has to be aligned with one of the tip of the goal setting. Entire goal setting concept can be covered with one particular tip, that is called SMART goal. You guys may have heard about it. When you design your goal, it has to be under, or it has to be covering all the SMART goal. The SMART goal doesn't mean you have to be very smart. You have to choose very shortcut in your life. There is no shortcut to success in your life. You have to design. You have to find out what exactly I have to do. Like I have to do 5 years down the line, I have to set my target. So what exactly 5 years down the line, what I'm going to, okay, will I be sitting on a comfortable uh, uh, office chair and will be handling a set of team, will be having a con call with my set of teams, if I'm a project manager, if I'm a system engineer, if I'm a kind of person who is leading a team, I'm a team leader. Obviously 5 years down the line, if you are in third year, if you're in fourth year, 5 years down the line, you will be working as a senior manager in any company. Okay, so what would be your thinking, that your visualization that 5 years down the line, I'll be working with this senior position, and with this senior position, what I'll be having? I'll be having responsibility. I will be having certain authorities, because I'll have a certain team who will be working under me, who will be working with me for the benefit of the organization. So I'll be utilizing those resources because I will have certain experience to take their experiences, means the people who will be working. So you need to understand that. So first of all, let's cover the topic called SMART goal. So this can be the definition of goal setting as well. By envisioning a prosperous future with specific goals in mind, you will be able to increase the efficiency of your time used to get there. So that's why you have to understand what process I'm going to reach out to that particular goal of mine or aim of mine. So for reaching to that particular aim, I need a proper goal setting process. That's why, guys, you need to understand about SMART goal. That's what I mean by SMART goals. It doesn't mean being smart and trying some shortcut way in your career to achieve. Nothing can be achieved with that particular process. If you may have seen some people doing it, they may have done something in the background. That's why they came out with that. There are multiple examples, guys. I don't have to talk about anything very technically. There are multiple examples in front of you. There is no any shortcut to success. You have to align your goal in that process of SMART goal, then only you'll be able to achieve. You have to decide 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. So a SMART goal is nothing. It talks about specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So what are SMART goals? What exactly SMART goal is all about? Okay, it's really very powerful tool to define and or refine your career journey. So when I ask my students, I'm asking to you people also, when you think of 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, or especially 10 years down the line, then 5 years down the line, then 3 years down the line, then 2 years down the line, then 1 year down the line, and six months down the line. So that's where I told in the beginning itself, I'll be talking about Not only goal setting, I'll be also talking about habit formation, because this habit formation will be deciding a factor in your career, so that you can achieve your goal, whether it is short term goal, whether it is long term goal. To achieve a long term goal, you need to achieve break those that particular big long term goal into short term, or especially into small chunks. So, and then dividing those small chunks into again small chunks. So 1 month, after 1 month, what is my goal, what exactly I'm going to achieve in 1 month? Okay, it may be academic, maybe personal goal, it may be anything which is related with anything. It can be your personal goal that you want to be remain fit for almost 3 months, because after 2 months you will have your own examination, so you have to take care of your health. That is your own personal goal, that I, during my exam, I'm not going to do anything which is going to impact my health. So hope you're getting my point, guys. I'll be again giving certain more examples related to that. Okay, as you already know that goal setting is really very important, and identifying smart goal is much more important. Okay, who sets small goals? Who sets? Anyone. Even I also need to set smart goal. Even though the people who are working professionals, who may have got very versatile experience or maybe very big experience, they also need to set smart goals in their career. Without smart goal setting, people cannot achieve whatever they want to achieve as a aim for. You target certain thing, okay, and then you decide that, okay, I have targeted something that I need to achieve during these year of my career. So that's why I was so specific about asking 5 years down. So I have been repeating it again and again, because I want this to be inserted in your brain, that you have to decide now. You should not say, like, I have seen most of the students, they come to the class, when I ask this question, they were like, sir is asking about 5 years down the line. I do not know what exactly I'm going to do after 1 year. Come on, you have already been landed here. Forget about whatever be the reason. Okay, whatever be the reason you are landed here. Now you have to justify your own existence. You can't go back. You can't change something. Now you have to justify. If you're doing engineering, now you are in the first year, first semester. Now you have to move forward. So I have to finish my engineering degree with wonderful CGPA, so that I will get placement in campus. When I'll get the placement, I will be recognized. I'll be reaching to a good company. I'll be earning a good amount of money for my career. And after certain years, I'll be becoming senior and all and all. So why it is so much important that you need to understand and have the clarity of your own goal set. Whatever be the reason you have been here, now you have to justify your existence, and now you have to see, don't forget about. So most of the time, most of the students, they face this kind of issue once they land into one particular campus, and they start thinking, overthinking, that okay, my friends are there, I did it this, I did it that, and I just because of him or her, just because of my parents, I am here now. Now I need to look into what is gone is gone. Now I have to see how I'm going to go ahead. So, goal setting is required for one an individual who is supposed to set aside their career in their life. Each one of us do need to design a smart goals. Even I need people who are there, who are not working professionals, they are seniors, they also need, because we all want ourselves to be recognized in terms of career goal, also in terms of personal goal also. Now I can talk about personal goal also. At this age of mine, I want myself to be very fit, so that I can still sustain in the market, which is really very competent. The three things that I'm going to include here, which is really very important for your career, guys, before taking you ahead for the smart goal. And I do talk about this again to my students. Upgrade, upskill, and update yourself. These are the three things which you have to do again and again in your career. It never changes. Means it has to be updated again. You have to upskill yourself. Whatever scenario you are in, whatever courses you are doing, you have to upskill yourself. Whatever skill sets you have, maybe you may be thinking that, okay, I have acquired, I know these things, I know these things. Still, you need to have improvement in that area also, and you need to acquire certain new skills. Upskill yourself and upgrade yourself. Upgrading with the current trends in the market. If I will not update with the current trends in the market, I will be outdated. If I'll be outdated, I will be gone. I will be saturated. I won't be able to survive. So I need to upskill, update, and upgrade myself. So these are the three important things that you always have to keep in your mind. Okay, and that's where you have to understand that this goal setting is very much required. And what exactly it is, let me take you ahead. So this is very much clear to you people. Okay. In between, if you have any queries, you can ask Anush. If you get any queries, just raise your hand so that I can reach out to their queries. Okay. In between, also, I'm okay to open discussion because it has to be very much interactive. I've been talking a lot, so I want my audience to also reach out to me in between also. Okay. So, guys, let's move ahead. As you already know, SMART goals. S stands for specific. Your goal has to be specific. Okay. Stellar goals are crystal clear and well defined. They act as a magnet, focusing your attention along your career journey. For an example, here it is written, I want to work for a consulting firm with offices in more than 50 countries. Now I'll tell you what I told that guy to be more specific when he said, I want to be the CEO of the company. Right now, when he said so, on that time, when he said so that I want to be the CEO of the company, the moment I said in a very different manner, then he was a little bit sad also. The moment he said that I want to be the CEO of the company, and I said, you want to be the CEO of which company? What are those companies in your mind? Tesla and Google, Microsoft, and all. So he looked at me in a very different way, and then he was not happy. Then I had to tell him the importance of designing a specific goal. I told him, okay, be specific. Okay. Then I told how you can be specific. Yes, I want to be the CEO of the company, CEO of my own company, and I will be having a good kind of visibility in the market. Obviously, I will not be under top 20, top 50 companies of the India or of the world, but I will try my level best that my company should reach out to that level where I will have a good visibility in the market and will be reaching out to the audience, giving them solution for my consumer and the customer. Then he was happy, like, yes, sir, that's what I want. I want to be the CEO of that company. Yes, exactly. You have to be very specific. So until unless you won't be specific towards your goal, how you will be able to achieve? So that's why goal setting is important. You have to be specific. There can be multiple examples with specific. The two example I have shared, you can think of like 5 years down the line, I want to be a full stack developer working in a reputed firm. So full stack developer or senior full stack developer or senior manager in a reputed firm. If you're doing MBA or if you're doing BPA, obviously 5 years down the line, if you are in second year, you will be working as a senior executive in working with one particular company. I'm not talking about your own startup. I'm not talking about your own stuff. If you may have thought of joining or working with your own company, your parent company, means your father business and all. So that's where you need to understand. I will give you one example, which is really very interesting. Okay. And it happened in one of the class, one of the sessions. Okay. What exactly happened? Audience, you guys are able to hear my voice clearly. Still, I am there. I need to see whether you guys are listening to me or not.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you. Am I a bit fast or is it okay like the way I am talking?
No,
Is
sir.
it
Okay,
okay,
sir.
sir?
Okay, sir.
That's okay, no? So what happened in one of the campus, I went to offline class, okay, and on that time I have shared to a few of my students who may have joined now also. That's a very interesting story. Okay, what exactly happened? I was there in UP. I won't name the college, but I was there in UP. It was interior, okay, and it was a government college, Rajki Engineering College, and that particular college has got wonderful setup, even though government college, but wonderful setup. And there, I could identify students were very, very energetic, very enthusiastic. So I went there with my set of team, 5, 6 trainers, and we were supposed to train them on campus recruitment training. Okay, we had aptitude, we had soft skills like employability skills, and all. So we were supposed to train them for the placement. So I was training them about personal interview and all those other stuff. Okay, so in that particular campus, I was training to fifth semester students. Okay, at that particular time, 7 semester students had got their placements. So one company came for the placement, and the placement was going on that particular day. Interview and all those PI sessions, GD and PI sessions were running on. Okay, and that company had offered a good kind of package. Also, they were supposed to offer. Okay, it was a good company, a very well known company. Okay, and I went to my class, and these juniors of those seniors who had placement drive, these juniors were coming and telling me, sir, something is wrong with the interview panelist. He said, what? Sir, most of the students are coming out from their interview in just 1 or 2 minutes, or max to max 3 to 4 minutes. I said, why? They were said, sir, we are not able to understand. Okay, I then asked, what question they are asking? Then they said, sir, they're asking about their aim. Aim? Nice. What they're asking? Sir, they're asking, what is your aim? And I said, wow, nice questions. Then why they're coming out so early? What they're talking about? Sir, they're talking about their aim. Good. They're supposed to, companies expecting something to be responded by the person. Then if it is not suitable for them, they will not be interested in knowing the person more. Why, sir? They're asking about their personal goal, personal aim. They're asking about their aim, and all these people were answering their aim. I asked what they're answering. Sir, here most of the students, engineering students, they have a desire to become IAS and IPS officer. Then I was like, okay, is this the same answer they're giving to those interview panelists? Yes, sir. I was like, oh, why? What is wrong, sir? What is wrong in giving these kind of answers? You guys may have understood, okay, but frankly speaking, for me to make these students who are in fifth semester, it took almost 40 minutes to make them understand about this concept. They were not able to understand. They were just stuck at what is wrong, sir. They're talking about their personal aim. They want to become IAS officer. Then why they need a job? So they need a job, they will do the job, and after that, while working parallelly, they will prepare for the IPS and IAS officer, like UPSC. And why you need to give this kind of reply? Company, why they will be interested in a person who is having a different kind of goal and working in the company? Why? So what is wrong, sir? They will be working with the company, they will be studying also, and they will clear. Then I literally laughed at first and then said, like, dear, they are not kid, no. And these people are not their neighboring uncle or auntie who's coming and asking you, what do you want to become in your career, beta, bada kya banoge? And then the kids start speaking like, I want to become doctor, I want to become engineer, I want to become this and that. They are not kids. And that company is recruiting the employee for their own organization. If they are not finding the candidate who can be suitable to set in that particular business or particular corporate setup of there, why they will hire the people? That's why they are just sending them out. Okay, so you guys are listening to the story, guys. Please put thumbs up if you are able
Yes,
to.
sir.
Okay. So what happened then? They were not understanding. Frankly speaking, guys, I really had to give them a good kind of lecture. Then only they started understanding. And then I realized, okay, I have to touch them into different way. They're talking about a UPSC because these people are also having UPSC mindset. Okay, they want to. And guys, how much it is tough. It's not so easy. I am not supposed to discourage them. Okay, there are only 750, 30 seats are there. I don't know exact number, but it's less than 1,000. So all people will not be people who may be doing lots of effort and all. They will get it. I didn't say that because I never wanted to discourage them. So I told, okay, now you tell me one. I asked them, think of a scenario you guys cracked all the rounds of interviews for being a UPSC, and you reached to the final round where interview panelists are there. Okay, and they are waiting for you to enter. The moment you entered, they asked the first question, and they also asked the same question: what is your aim? Then I asked them, they will ask the same question when you are going to the final round of interview of your UPSC exam. What would be your answer? Okay. And it was like, then they understood. I asked them, what would be your answer? You will give the same answer that I want to become an IS officer. That's why I'm facing the interview of IS officer. Then understood, no, sir, I'll talk about something else. I'll talk about what exactly I'm going to do after becoming an IS officer. If you will give the same reply, like I want to still become an IS officer, those interview panelists will send you back. Go and come back after identifying your aim in your career. Then only you will be suitable for this particular profile of being an IS or IPS officer. Then they understood. Then I had to make them understand that a position cannot be only your goal or aim. With the position, what exactly you are going to achieve, that you are supposed to talk. These interview panelists were looking for a suitable candidate, and your main intention is to go into that particular company and get a CTC of 5, 10 lakhs, whatever it is, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, and all. So if the company is asking this question, what is your aim? You have to match up with the suitability of the job requirement they are looking for. So what you are supposed to talk about? You are not supposed to talk about, I want to become IS officer, that's why I need this job because I have to parallelly work, prepare for my examination for UPSC. No, you have to talk about that after reaching to, or if you are giving an interview for that particular company, then you are supposed to say that my aim is to reach out to a senior level position in upcoming 4 5 years. And why that? Because with that I will have a kind of good position as well, and with that position I'll have certain responsibilities and authorities to let my team work. I will be coordinating with my team, I will be working with my team, and we all will be working for the productivity for the organizations, or bringing the productivity for the organizations. So that's what you are supposed to talk. Okay, you have to understand what is the basic difference between your aim and a goal. Okay, aim can be vague, but a goal can never be vague. Why? Because goal setting talks about the process. So that's why, until unless you won't be specific about your goal, how you will be able to achieve? So you have to be specific, you have to jot down, you have to write down that how I'm supposed to be very specific about my goal. That's why, guys, this we talk about smart goals. So I hope you guys are very much clear about being so specific about your goal setting, and that's the first part of your smart goal. Is there any queries, guys, in between? If you have any queries in between, you can ask, you can just text or chat, and then we can take your question. Okay. I'll just take a pause if you have any queries, or we shall take the queries later. Yes,
Sir,
Faizan? Yes.
sir, in if someone ever started their journey, then how someone can be a set a very specific goal? Because at the start you have to be a very set a very general goal, and as you go in the journey, you specify your destination and then you select the specific goal. Just for
Good.
I'm giving you an example, like if I want to do something in finance in the near future, right now I does not know the which domain I can be a better suited person. But when I study finance, when I just know about all that stuff, then I can be more precise and then I can be more generalized which sector I just want to focus. So what I think that in the initial we our goal must be a general goal, and later on can be it can be a specific. What's your thought?
I would agree, but in a very different way. This is good question, Faizan. You have to understand each and every goal has to be specific. Even it is general goal, also it has to be specific. Why it has to be specific? Like 5 years down the line, you may have chosen this career of doing MBA or a BBA in finance. Okay, and now you started working it together, like with your studies and academics. You have already set your target that okay, after finishing this career or finishing this course, I will be in a position to acquire one particular good job in this particular field itself. So that is your long term goal. Now you have to divide. That's where you have to divide your goals in 2 3 parameters: long term goals and the short term goals, and very small tiny goal as well. So if you have taken admission and you are studying, okay, you have chosen a career path. That's why I was very specific when I was talking about that whatever has happened, now you have chosen your career. You have to justify. So for being at that position, you have to justify. And how you will be justifying? You will be identifying that okay, I have to learn certain things related with my finance domain. Okay, do not think like oh it's general. It's even though it's topic, okay, it's topic that I need to know. Okay, because I have to acquire certain skills to reach out to that position. Okay, so I will be identifying what are the skill set that I need to acquire while studying, which will make me very suitable for achieving my career, the final career. So it's not about the general thing which you talk about. It can be like after 5 years or after 3 years. I know why you guys are a little bit confused about this. You may be thinking that I may acquire this skill sets, and after 3 4 years that skill set is not in the market. That's what you are thinking. No, then that's why I told in the beginning itself: upgrade, update, and upskill yourself. So being general to specific, it should be your target. That what exactly I am learning from this particular resource, and then I will identify. I will have multiple kind of option available in front of me when I will acquire more kind of knowledge. And I will also identify my skills. Like guys, sometimes some students do take finance just because of their friends may have taken, and somebody may have told finance has good kind of scope. And but that person may have not studied finance. After just 1 year, they are not able to understand certain aspects of business analytics, certain aspects of core finance domain, and that's where they realize that I may have done certain mistake. I should not have taken this. I will tell you my example. The moment I don't have to tell anyone as example. When I was doing my MBA, I did the same mistake. In first semester, I decided because my friends were there, and they all were good in their studies. So I was from a mathematics background. I did my graduation from mathematics. Then I did my MBA. So I realized I'm good in mathematics, so I should take finance. The moment I started studying finance, especially the accounts, the first part, not the core finance, I realized it's not my cup of tea. Okay. I have to change my top. I have to change my domain. And I really took a wonderful decision in changing my domain. I choose marketing and HR. HR already I was doing it because I wanted to. And then instead of finance, I chose marketing. And you won't believe, guys, I got the first placement I got first placement from that particular campus. Okay. And marketing itself, not in HR. But I made my career from HR itself because I'm a trainer, learning and development. So that's why you have to identify. That's why when you told about being finding out from general to specific, yes, of course you have to find out, because sometime you have to have multiple options and then you decide, okay, this option, okay, I can do this, I do have these skill sets, then only you will be able to do it. No, not just for the other sake you have taken it. And after studying, after gaining lots of information, lots of knowledge, you identified, okay, this is not my cup of tea, so why I should be doing it. But you also realize, oh, I'm good in this, I should be doing it. Understood, Faizan? Hope I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Any queries, guys? Guys, please remind me of timing as well. I'm not able to. Okay, we are good to go ahead. Next, Salvi. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you may have understood about being so specific about your goal and moving from general to specific. Okay, that's what our main intention is when we do talk about SMART goal. Let's talk about measurable. Your goals are always supposed to be measurable. Goals that contain specific number or data keep you on track and provide a way to measure your success. Like, guys, for example, here it is. I will join 3 industry related LinkedIn groups and add comments at least once a week. It's very small, but it's measurable. It's just like when you design your resume, you have to talk about certain action. You have to use certain action verb. Okay, through which you can measure your achievements. Similarly, here you have to measure your. Why I talked about 5 years. Okay, how you measure? You measure with certain time. You measure your goal with position. Here is a different example, but sometime you measure. That's what I told you. I told them that why you need a position. With position, you will have certain kind of responsibility and authorities associated with. Then only people will give you that position. Otherwise, why people will? So I have to accept the reality that I may be after passing or during my academics, when I'll reach to final placement, I will get executive role. I can't be the manager of a particular company. For this also, I do have very wonderful example. Okay, it's example of one of my students. When you go for internship from the college campus and you are very popular sometime, and you get lots of good kind of networking and all, and then you get good kind of internship opportunity sometime from some places. And especially in when you are associated with one particular campus, you are there in very group, maybe technical group, maybe non-technical, maybe cultural group and all, and then you start getting lots of recognitions and getting good kind of network. So I have been doing lots of work on LinkedIn, so I could see lots of their tagline name changes. Okay, and one student in his tagline, because he got that particular profile by working in one particular internship project or maybe a kind of club group. So they made him the president or the manager or director of that particular group. Okay, and that guy has kept that particular tagline in his particular profile tagline. I saw it, then I reached to this guy, and he was asking me about, sir, I'm not able to get certain opportunities in that domain and all and all. So I asked, okay, I saw your tagline. It talks about you're already a manager, you're already a director. So think of a person whom you're applying to, or an employer whom you're applying to, or an organization you were applying to. They may see your profile and they will see that, okay, this person is already a director for working with one particular company, that or maybe a club or something like that. So I had to make him understand this particular thing you have to change. If they will observe this, they will feel like, okay, this person has already reached to this level. I'm not demeaning your position. I said, I'm not demeaning your position, whatever you have got, but you have to be very smart also. No? You have to utilize all these things for your benefit. If you will be reaching already at that level, the person who is looking for giving a job to you as an executive, why that person will offer you an executive job? Because your mindset is something different. You reach to that level, so they will feel, even though you want that particular job. So you have to set the matchability of your own position. So this is a common mistake which I have seen people doing it. Please do not come up with certain kind of mistake. So hope you guys are getting my point. Why I give this example? It's a very simple example, but it means a lot for student. So choose your position very smartly and accept the reality that okay, after completion of this course, I will be joining any company as a executive. So my first intention should be that I will be joining, I'll be learning lots of stuff. Okay. And then after learning, working with the team, after all those soft skills, hard skills, both skills learning, then I will go to the ladder step by step. Okay. I'll go to the ladder step by step, not jumping and thinking of I'll become CEO or the director in just 1 or 2 years. No, it's not possible. So why measurable? You have to measure it in terms of finding out a very high career goal that I just now spoke. So, but in terms of finding out a small step of goal, this can be the example. Any example can be this semester. I would be at least completing 4, 5 wonderful certificates. Wonderful certificates means which I should learn also, not only just clicking and getting a certificate and uploading on LinkedIn. Authenticity is required. The authenticity comes up with your own skill sets, which you can show, which you can talk about. Okay, people should relate with your content. So people should relate with your skills, your knowledge. So it should match. Okay, I hope I am clear about measurable, guys.
Yes,
Shall we move? Oh. Any queries, or I should move to the next?
So move to the next.
Thank you. Attainable. Realistic. I hope I have already given the answer when I asked that guy where you want to see yourself after 5 years. Realistic, obviously, yet challenging goals. Let you celebrate your achievements and provide personal satisfaction. Okay, I want to start my own business using the strength and skills that I have developed over the years. Here, I do have very unique example again. Guys, I will be talking about my own example, which I have got with my students on. And I was very surprised to get this kind of answer. And recently also I heard this answer from one of my students. I asked, what is your goal? What do you want to become? Career. So the guy said, I have my father's business. Okay. And I'm going to take over my father's business. I was like, take over. Okay. Will you be in a position to take over? Yes, sir, I will be able to take position. So how? He's my father. I will take over. So what do you mean by saying? Will he be giving you that position just in like that? Or if you say so, you are demeaning the work which he has done to establish that particular business. Being a son, you should not come out with that kind of thinking like, okay, I will take over my father's business. That does not sound good, is it? No, it does not sound. I feel like why you are saying like you will take over your father's business. You are doing your course right now. You after completing your course. Why you are doing it? Why your father has forwarded you here to learn, to understand, to learn all those aspects so that you can help his business reach out to very high level. So instead of saying that I will take over my father's business, you should say, I will, with my own skill sets, my own strength, with my own business skills, which I have been learning here, I will be in a position to support my father's business. I will try my level best to reach out to high level because that's why my motto of career is why I'm doing this course. I want to learn something. I want to learn all those aspects that how I can build up that business to another high level. That's how. Okay. So this is where you need to understand why a goal is supposed to be realistic. You can't say something like that I will be the CEO of this particular company and that particular company. No, you have to understand. You have to be very realistic. So what can be realistic? If you are a student of third year BTech, so your realistic goal after 5 years would be I'll be a senior developer in a company, in a reputed company where I will be working on a certain project, developing certain kind of technical aspects for the company. Or if you are doing what you have to make it with your own domain. Okay, how you can. Guys, I have been only talking about the career goal. Your personal goal should also be aligned with the same kind of smart goal. Okay, it is almost similar. I will talk about that when I just finish the point with certain good habits or habit formation. Okay, because everything relates with better time management, and then better time management can only be achieved when you have a understanding of habit formation. Habit formation means good habit formation. Okay, so this is also very clear to all of you guys. Let's move to the next thing, the relevant, almost similar. Relevant career goals align with the direction you want your life to take. I want a job that gives me more time with my family. That can be my goal. That can be some of your goal too. Okay. But guys, understand about relevance. You can't say something, or you can't think of something that, okay, I'll do. That's why clarity is much more important. I have to justify of my existence here. I am doing this course. The guy who said me the answer of I want to be a solo travel rider or solo rider, that is your personal goal. Okay. You can be. It's okay. But for achieving that, then I asked, why you're doing this course? I'm not interested in knowing your personal goal. That is your personal goal. Keep aside. I'm asking here about your career. So be more specific, be more relevant, be more realistic. So relevant career goals, like I obviously the skill sets you need to acquire. Sometimes something you have to unlearn also. Okay, sometimes you have to learn lots of stuff. So again, taking you back to those three aspects of updating, upgrading, and upskilling yourself. That should be always there. That will make you understand that how my goal can be relevant. Okay, these days, today also I talked about this to a few with my colleague also. That clarity is required. Okay, I am not going to say like, okay, whatever career goal you have, okay, please make sure that it has to be relevant, you, and it should justify. It's like making your profile on LinkedIn and talking about something which you do not have any prior experience of. It does not make sense. Okay, so you should also align everything, your skill sets, your knowledge, and then the thing which you're showing to the people. That's where you will land on a proper path. If you will not be able to, you will be still rolling, like that particular proverb is there, na, rolling moss gathers no moss, huh? So you will be keep rolling again if you do not know how to be aligning your relevant career. So it has to be relevant. Okay, so I hope I'm clear about this relevancy of the goal as
Yes,
I'm.
sir.
Okay, okay. I are. So the last is, sorry for this because I have just pasted. So I'll just take you to the last part, that is time based. Okay, or time bound. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based. Time based, like a time frame. Until unless you won't pick up the time frame, you will not be able to achieve your. That's what when Faijan asked me about being general. Okay, I am at learning stage. That's what he was mentioning. I'm at learning stage. So I will be learning few things. Okay, with that learning I will identify, okay, these are my skill sets. Okay, I was thinking something else, but this is really very interesting. I can work in this area also, and I can gain these skill sets also. Okay, so moving from general to more specific, and then finding out the suitability of all those specific skills, which can help me in my career, and that will help me to just remove all those things which I really don't need. That's why sometimes we also have to unlearn certain things. We can't be rigid on that. Okay, I know this, I knew this. This is how it has to be. This is how it was supposed to be. You do not know what is going to happen. Some of the things which you may have gained after 3 4 years, those things may be irrelevant, guys. Accept that it is going to happen. But for that also, you need to have a smart goal also. That's why you have to be very smart. Time bond is, that's why I said 10 years down the line, what exactly I am looking for my career. And you have to parallelly work for your career goal and your personal goal both. Okay. So time bound 10 years down the line, what I would be expecting from my career. Obviously, my personal goal, I will have a wonderful life with my own family. I will be reaching to that level where I can satisfy the basic livelihoods, or I can make them feel good. I will be also enjoying my life. My career goal is like I will be reaching that position, then only I will be justifying the, like I will be reaching that position, and with that position I will get those earnings will only make my personal goal possible, but those earnings will only come when I'll have certain skill sets. Okay, that's why 10 years down the line, then 5 years down the line, then 3 years down the line, then 1 year down the line, then 6 months down the line, then 1 month down the line. So in 1 month, what exactly you want to achieve? So smart goal does not talk about long term goal. It talks about small goal, small, very specific, so small goal also. So you have to set the target. That's why goal setting is completely, not completely, I should say, there is a streamlined difference between aim and the goal set. Your aim is to achieve that. Okay, to achieve that particular aim, you have to align your goal set. That 5 years down the line, what exactly I'm supposed to achieve. That's where I will talk about. I have just not talked about reaching to that position is only possible when you have certain skill sets. So, in each part of your career, you will make sure that how I'm going to attain all those skill sets, which will make me very prominent also, which will make me survive also. It's a fight of survival, no doubt. I have to be adaptable also, flexible also. I should not be rigid with whatever I know. After certain time, the skill set which I may feel like it will give me the opportunity, it may have ruined my career also, but I was doing those three things in background: upgrading and upskill. So some of these skill sets I knew, okay, this skill sets may go in vain, but I have known that skill as well, which will make me survive in that marketplace. So that's where. Now guys, let me tell you the last part of my presentation. This is called as visualization. Okay, last part of my presentation is habit formation, but this is wonderful aspect of visualizing your goal. Usually I used to do certain exercise in my classroom. Okay, online platform, it's not possible, but I will suggest you to do certain thing when it talks about visualizing your goal. There is a wonderful exercise. It's a kind of self reflection also, and you should also do. Okay, first let me tell you about the power of visualization. Okay, you may have seen people, not normal people. I'm talking about the people who have achieved to at different level in their career. Or I should talk about sports people first. So when you see Virat Kohli, I can give example of Virat Kohli, Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar, or any other cricketer or any other sports person. So when you see Virat Kohli reaching to the ground, okay, reaching to the ground, not reaching to the crease, I'm saying. He entered and reached to the ground. And the moment he reached to the ground, you see his body language. Okay. You see his body language, the body language starts happening in a very different way. He used to just practice his shots, although he reached to that level. But even though he practiced those shots that today I'm going to hit like this, I'm going to hit like this, because he visualized his goal on that stage that today I'm going to play like that. I have to practice. If the ball will come like that, I'll hit like this, I hit like this. So that's the power of visualization. Even at that level, also they do it. You may have seen Sania Mirza playing tennis. She also does that. You may have seen Sania Nehwal playing shuttle. They also, before going or before the match starts, they do all those practice. They visualize their target. So visualization has got wonderful magic, guys. So what you have to do when you have to visualize your goal? Now you have to find out a wonderful, not wonderful, I said, find out a A4 or A3 sheet or a chart paper. Okay, and this exercise I'm giving it to all of you guys. It's a wonderful exercise to do for in your career at this level. Okay, find out a one chart paper, a white chart paper, and start writing your goals. While writing your goals, you write each and everything. Do not make it like, okay, 5 years, 10 years, whatever comes to your mind related with your goal, even achievements, even the satisfaction, whatever you want to achieve. It's like you being at that particular position. Let me tell you one thing, how visualization works. Just think for a while, guys, each one of you who are listening to me, think of 2 years, 3 years down the line. If you're reaching to that level, okay, just close your eyes and think. For if you're a student, after 5 years, 6 years, you think of working in a reputed firm. Okay, working in a corporate setup. Forget about reputed firm, corporate setup, which you feel like, okay, I should be working with all blazer, all a work formal setup, or maybe it's Saturday, then I'm not in formal, I will be in bit casual, but I have to feel the environment. All people are there. I have wonderful glass cabin. I'm at senior level manager where I can see people working under me, not feeling that power, feeling that, okay, I am working, they are my teammates, they are my people, they are my colleague, and I'm working on my laptop. I'm thinking of, I have to send few mails, I have few things to look into, and that should give you a wonderful feeling that, okay, yeah, I'm working like that, and after that I'm going to get good package also, so that I can fulfill my own other desire, my personal goal as well. But you have to visualize. Visualization has got really wonderful power. Sometimes we do compare visualization with manifestation. Okay, a manifestation you know about. But I would say visualization has got power. Always visualize you being reaching to that position. Then only you will be able to identify what goal you have to achieve, what thing you have to talk about. Okay, so take a big chart paper or a A3 sheet and start writing all your goals. Make it a very good huge color pen, sketch pen, and all. make it cloud, make it a chatbot kind of things, do all those stuff, write about even tiny goals, even bigger goals, all thing you write and paste it just in front of your desk where you study. Okay, it can be like if you are studying in PG, keep it like that. If you are staying at your room is there, then paste it just in front of your study table. And every morning, every time you see your goal, you see, identify that. That really is wonderful tech talk. Okay, how much time we have, guys? Still we have time? Oh, I think we are running ahead. Okay, okay. Yeah, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall I continue? Just 5 minutes more I'll take to close the habit formation.
Sure, sir.
Habit formation I love talking about because it's really very interesting to talk. Okay. With goal setting, you need to understand there are two more topics. One is time management and one is habit formation. Goal setting can only be possible if you will be able to manage your time effectively. How you will be able to manage your time? When you have a good habit formation structure for yourself. When I say good habit, means eliminating of all bad habits you have. Okay. So there are few things that I need to talk about. I'll just take you to this particular habit. Okay. And just don't go and look out each and everything. Just understand this habit formation talks about these four aspects: cue, crave, response, and reward. Okay. And I will tell you what exactly this particular cue, crave, and response and reward talks about. Okay. How you can eliminate bad habit, how you can identify bad habit. So for eliminating, you need to identify first. Okay. So first of all, understand about cue. Cue is the trigger. Okay. Suppose I just got the cue to look into my mobile. That reminded me of time. Okay. But I didn't look the mobile. I ask you people because I know here I can get the purpose. But I'll give you some different examples. You may have set a target of studying for certain duration. Okay. And you have scheduled your timetable because your examination dates have been released and you started working on it. Okay. Is there anything which I need to look into message, guys? No. You guys tell me. Can I take time? No. Yeah, I can take time. Some other messages. So what I have to talk about, what I was talking about, guys, I was talking about Q. Okay. Q is all about getting a trigger. So suppose you may have made your timetable for your study. Usually you guys do it when examination dates are disclosed, and then you start making your timetable so that you can start preparation. I don't give any other example of time management. Since childhood, you guys have been practicing time management. On that time, somebody else used to make the timetable for you, and after certain days, you used to make the timetable for you when the examination used to come. Okay, think about your board exam, think about your final end-term exams and all. Okay, so you may have started preparation. Okay, and you have made your timetable based on your priorities of the subjects. Means you knew if this subject I have to give lots of more focus, so I will give maximum time to it because you are setting your timetable. Wonderful example to understand the timetable logic, which you have already practiced. You don't have to do anything extra. You don't need to know lots of jargon of time management. Okay, you have already practiced each of the jargon. Frankly speaking, urgent, important, all those metrics, then Pomodoro, each and every. So think of situation when you have set your time and you want to study. You have set like, okay, for 1 hour, I'm going to study this. Your mobile is kept aside. You decided that I'm not going to touch it, but you got a notification tone. Okay. And then that is the trigger that triggered your mind that something may have come. It can be important also. Let's see. Then you touch your mobile. You open that message. Okay. Don't think I'm doing it on purpose. I am just touching it. Okay. So for an example, so I may have seen those messages. Okay. After checking into those messages, I thought there are other notifications also. I'm talking about Insta. I started looking into it. Okay. And then I replied to that person who messaged me, important message, which I thought that it's important message. I replied, done. After that, I started, okay, let's see for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'll see Insta. Some other notifications are there. Started. After few times, you may realize that you have wasted your 15, 20 minutes or half an hour. It may have happened to you guys. Okay. So you need to understand this. This is the trigger. So Q is the form of any kind of thing which can really insert something in your mind that, okay, I need to check it. So Q comes with lots of stuff. Q can be with any notification sound. Q can be with touch also. Q can be with smell also, or Q can be also any third party influence as well. Third party influence, I will talk later. It's very important point to talk about with my students here. First is you need to understand that how smell. Think like you may have had a desire of you may have had something like in terms of eating some wonderful item which you may have not had for a long time. Okay, and you're just crossing to that particular area where you got a smell of maybe a biryani or maybe a very wonderful item which you may have interest of eating. You may have eaten long back, and the moment the smell came to you, you started feeling like, "Eh, I should have it." Okay, that is the cue. The smell came into your nose, and then you started, "Oh, wonderful smell. After a long time, I'm going to try it. Let's try it." So that is the cue. Okay, Q generates what? Q generates craving towards it. So notification, in what notification did it generated craving towards? It would be very important message. In a smell, I have not had for a long time. Should go for it. Okay, I'll touch it. I'll have it. So crave. What crave response? Crave response. Response. Crave comes up with response. Craving is a desire which resulted in a response. Response is the action which you have taken. After response, reward. Reward can be, if I have eaten, I will feel good. If I have wasted 30 minutes, I will feel bad. That can also be negative kind of reward, which is a negative satisfaction. You feel bad. Hope you're getting my point. So these things make you aware about that what are the good habit, what are the bad habits that I need to eliminate from my lifestyle, and what are the good habits that I need to insert in my that particular. Because inserting good habit will take time. Once it is inserted, it will become the practice for your life. That's why when you make your timetable for your study, after 1 or 2 days, you are in your tone of study, and then you start working. Okay, tomorrow this exam, after 3 days this exam, this subject I have not covered, this subject I have not, because you have certain target. You want to get a good kind of mark, that you want to cover all the subject portions very well, even though you may have not done during your study in the classroom, but you on that time become a real student who wants to study, who wants to crack, who wants to get good marks by that particular hard. So that's why I said you have been doing it. Why I talked about habit loop? Because I want you people to understand that habit loop talks about understanding the importance of good habit. Those bad habit which you have, it can be in the form of any like smell, touch, or any third party. Third party is very different and negative. Third party influence. Somebody may tell you. So I'm talking about the other bad habit which this young generation is going into. There are lots of people who are there to get you. You people may be the target of those people who has got wonderful market. They feel like you are the target market customer. I'm talking about all those bad habits which this generation is going through. What somebody will tell you, okay, come, let's go particular that area, wonderful place. Okay, no, I don't want. Come on, now we'll have fun, we'll enjoy, and then you go there. Okay, then you go there and then say, hey, try once, nothing is going to happen, and then you buy. You may feel like, because of that person I tried, and then you started having it. And the next time again, that particular, all these habit loop will come into play, and you will go into that. After 2-3 times, that will become the part of your life. You will not be able to come. Sometimes you do certain mistake, certain habit, and morning you feel like, oh, I did bad, I should not have done that. That is a negative sense. So when I identify that, okay, these are the negative kind of behavior, negative kind of habit that I am carrying through, I have to put out certain good habits so that this particular bad habit will go out, and one good habit will insert, which will make me align to my on timetable, my time management, which I have blocked, my goal setting, my aim, everything. I hope I have cleared each and everything, guys. I know I was very talkative. Any queries, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, so I am done. I have stopped my sharing as well. So I'm here back. Any queries, guys? Any queries? If you have to ask, we can take your queries, because I have crossed the time as well, and I'm very happy the people are listening to me and they are here. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Yes, Anas, people. Hey, oh. So, guys, you just need to remember all these aspects which I talked about. I have not taken. I have not taken about. I have not taken those very big jargons of using goal setting and all. because I don't believe in those. I believe in giving a practical example. So a SMART goal is enough to make you understand about that. And then why I trust habit, because I'm talking to the young students. So I know what, because I have worked a lot. I have interacted with many students, and this throughout my career I have been interacting with students only. So I understand their perspective and all. So those three learnings which I told you guys, I'm just recapping my session. Upskill, upgrade, upskill, and what I told, uh, update, upgrade, and upskill yourself. Okay. Then SMART goal, and then habit formation. Understand the difference between goal and aim. Okay. Why identifying a goal is very much important, because you have to be very much specific about your goal. You can't be vague. You can't be just coming out with certain example. Okay. Done, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, Anas, you can take over, or anyone who is going to take it ahead.
Okay. On behalf of organizing committee, I would like to extend heartfelt thanks to Mr. Neeraj Kumar for delivering such a thoughtful and engaging session. He reminds us that goals are not just tasks on a checklist. They are commitments to our future selves. Through structure, strategy, and self-discipline, we can move from vision to victory. The key takeaway from this section is goal setting transforms hope into habits and vision into reality. When you define your path clearly and pursue it consistently, success becomes inevitable.